Hello students. So now here are the question and answers of chapter 2 from at length portion. So first question of at length is explain the following terms. Decomposers. Decomposers are an organism, especially a soil bacterium or fungus that decomposes organic material. Pseudopodia. A temporary protrusion of the surface of an amoeboid cell for the purpose of eating or moving. Yeast, a microscopic fungus consisting of single oval cells that reproduce by budding and capable of converting sugar into alcohol and carbon dioxide. Arthropoda, an invertebrate animal of the large phylum Arthropoda, such as an insect, spider, etc. Number B. Differentiate between artificial system and natural system of classification. You will make two columns and within that one side you will write natural system and another side artificial system. Okay. So first it is for artificial system. The system of classification based on one or a few superficial characteristics of a group like size, body parts and lifespan is called artificial system of classification. First point of natural system of classification. The system of classification based on comparison of many characteristics of a group is called natural system of classification. Second point of artificial system. It conveys little information. Second point of natural system. This increases the amount of information available for the groupings. Number 2. Flatworm and roundworm. Under flatworm, first point, a flatworm has a thin dorso-ventrally flattened body. Roundworm, first point, roundworms are cylindrical in shape. Second point, flatworm. Flatworms do not have a body cavity. Second point, roundworms have a body cavity. Third point, tapeworm, liver fluke are examples of flatworm. Third point, pinworm are examples of hookworm, pinworm are examples of roundworm. Question 3. Annelids and arthropods. First point under annelids. They occur in fresh water, seawater or moist soil. Under arthropods, they are found everywhere on the earth. Second point, annelids. Their body is composed of rings or segments. Second point, their body is segmented into head, thorax and abdomen. Third point, respiration is either through the general body surface or through gills. Third point of arthropods, respiration occurs through general body surface, gills, trachea or lungs. Next difference between fishes and amphibians. Fishes, first point, fishes are aquatic animals. Amphibians, they live both on land and in water. Second point of fishes, they breathe with the help of gills. Second point, they breathe through lungs on land and skin in water. Third point, they are two-chambered heart. They have two-chambered heart. Third point of amphibians, they have three-chambered heart. Reptiles, first point, these are groups of those who crawl on ground. Birds, first point, these are groups of species who can fly. Second point, these have skills in their body. Second point of birds, they have no skills in their body. Third point of reptiles, these can live on land in water. Third point of birds, these live in land only. Fourth point of reptiles, they do not have wings. Fourth point of birds, they have feathers. Okay. Fourth point of reptiles, these do not have feathers. Fourth point of birds, they have feathers. And fifth point of reptiles, these do not have wings. And fifth point of birds, they have wings. So you must write down, students, you must write down these by doing this, by doing a column. You will make column and you will write the differences there. Next, answer in detail. Number 1, why was there a need to classify organism? There was a need to classify organisms because of the following reasons. Classification helps us to identify different organisms and place them in particular groups. It helps us to study the organisms more easily and systematically. It highlights the relationship between different organisms. Classifications also help in studying the process of evolution from simple to complex organisms. Question 2. What is the five kingdom system of classification? Write in two salient features of each kingdom. R.H. Whitaker proposed a five kingdom system of classification based on the following three criteria: cell structure of the organism, body structure of the organism, mode of nutrition of the organism. On the basis of these criteria, the entire living world was divided into following five kingdoms: Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae, Animalia. Any two salient features of each kingdom are as follows. Kingdom Monera. Their cells are microscopic. Their cells have a rigid outer coverings called the cell wall. Kingdom Protista. They are unicellular microorganisms. They are eukaryotic. Kingdom Fungi. Most fungi have a well-defined nucleus. They are heterotrophs and feed on organic matter. Kingdom Plantae. They have chlorophyll. They are autotrophs and can make their own food. Kingdom Animalia. Their cells are without cell wall and chlorophyll. They are heterotrophs and cannot make their own food. Question 3. Write a note on Kingdom Fungi. The Kingdom Fungi includes both unicellular and multicellular organisms. They have a well-defined nucleus and are made of thread-like structures called hyphae. As fungi lack chlorophyll, they cannot make their own food and feed on organic matter. They may be parasites or saprophytes. Fungi may be unicellular, multicellular or filamentous. They are divided into the following three groups: thread-like fungi, bread mold, club fungi, mushroom, sac fungi, yeast. Question 4. What are the main criteria of classification of animals? Name the phyla and groups they are classified into based on these criteria. Give examples of each group. The main criteria for the classification of animals are: they are heterotrophs, majority of them show locomotion, animals may be terrestrial or aquatic, animals may be with a backbone or without a backbone. The phyla and groups they are classified into based on these criteria are as follows. Invertebrates are divided into 8 major phyla. Porifera, example Cycon, Coelenterata, example jellyfish, Platyhelminths, example tapeworm, Nemathelminths, example hookworm, Arthropoda, example spider, Mollusca, example snail, Echinodermata, example starfish. Vertebrates are divided into 5 classes. Fishes, example shark, amphibia, example frog, reptilia, example lizard, aves, example is sparrow, mammalia, example is cow. Last question, how are mammals different from other vertebrates? Mammals are different from other vertebrates because of the following reasons. Mammals can give birth to young ones. They have mammary glands which produce milk for the babies. They have external ears, nose and specialized teeth. And most mammals have a tail and 4 limbs. So here we are finishing chapter 2 at length question answers. Thank you.